Hi, all. This is Dr. J, streaming live from Long Island, New York, where the weather is fabulous. An absolutely fabulous Saturday. Couldn't ask for better. Um, okay, so what did I want to say today? It's been a week. A lot's happened in a week. I hope we all made money this week. There's really no reason why you didn't. The markets were basically flat, and some astute trading would have put you into the positive territory for the week. And even if you were in good stocks and just held, you probably did just fine this week. We've been in a bull market for a couple of 2, 3 weeks now. And while we're undergoing a little consolidation, Dr. J is very, very bullish on a continuation of the bull. So we're going to get right down to it. No bull, you know what. So as always, for your own due diligence, my opinions are strictly my own and do not constitute investment advice. And occasionally I have some great ideas. Once in a while I have a few clunkers. Your job is to weed out my great ideas from my clunkers. And you do a hell of a good job of that. Generally speaking, I see I can see your messages on the chat if I take a look at my phone. So before I get to the video charts, by the way, I'm going to come back with at least once or twice more this weekend, probably today. Today, right now, in this video, we're only going to discuss my bullish view on the markets. We're going to look at the Dow or the diamonds. We're going to look at the SPX or the spiders. We're going to look at the RUT or the IWM. And we're going to look at the Qs or the NDX. I am most bullish on the RUT, the Russell 2000. I think we're ready to turn it around on the trailing index, the RUT. So let me take a quick peek at what we do have going here live. I'm going to go to YouTube on my phone, shut the sound so I don't create an echo, and see if we have anybody chatting. If we do, I'll be glad to say hello. Okay, live. Let's see. We do have some live viewers. And so far, I don't have anybody that feels like chatting with me. We'll see if that changes. Okay, just write your chat messages in and I will respond. Meanwhile, let's get to the video charts. I will be back later with a biotech report and a pot report. It'll either be together or separate. Not sure. So a lot depends on how industrious I am, how many stocks I want to cover. There are a lot of stocks I want to cover in both areas. So more than likely 2 more reports. This one just on the market direction, which is extremely important in basing all your decisions basically on the market direction. Hangout on Air is live. Hangouts on Air is going away this year. A quick streaming, try youtube.com/webcam. Well, I don't know what the implication is for me, but I guess I'm going to listen. youtube.com/webcam. We'll try it out. All right. So we're sharing screen now, and we're going to look at the Dow Jones Industrial Averages first. All right. Here we have the period of consolidation over the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, and it looks like it's coming to an end. How much smaller can the range be on these candles? I guess it could be even smaller. We could have another few days of essentially driftless market, and then we break out to the upside with a continuation. So I think this is just a little period of consolidation. What scares me is on Monday, 610, what did we have? Ooh, we had a gravestone doji. And gravestone dojis have been an ominous indicator for the Dow Jones Industrial Average. So I got a little scared here. I went a little defensive here. But so far, we're holding the line, so to speak. We're holding the line right here at 25,958. So as long as we continue to hold that, we're in great shape. Really, the big problem would come if we break 25,560. Then I think we're more apt to go back to the lows of 6.3, which would not be nice. So yeah, let's see if Dr. J is right. And another day or two of consolidation, we break north. That's what I'm putting my bets on now. I'm fully invested, or pretty much fully invested in the market, heavily invested on the diamonds, spiders, Qs, and IWM, mostly heavily weighted on the IWM. So that's my own thinking on the direction. What's more bullish than the Dow? I mean, the Dow scares me a little with this gravestone doji, and we have to watch it. I mean, a big red candle as opposed to a big green candle on Monday, one that closes well below the support area here, which is given by the 50-day moving average and the line I drew. That would be bad. So there's no doubt about it. The market is going to tell us what is the most likely scenario, up or down, by its actions on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I don't give it much more than that. How much more consolidation can we squeeze in right into this little area? Not much. Okay, the Russell is looking like it's turning around to me. We had a convoluted market all along on the Russell, the 200-day being greater than the 100-day, being greater than the 50-day. Not a very pretty picture. That's kind of everything inverted. In a bullish scenario, you want the 50, greater than the 100, greater than the 200, showing that the strong short term will bring the 100-day along with it, and the 200-day along with it as well, at a slower pace. So that's happening now. The 50 crossed the 100 back here around the beginning of March, and basically went along the same path, splitting off right about here, April 11th. So on April 11th, what did we have on April 11th? April 11th, no, I'm getting confused. The 50 made a clean break right here on March 11th. And then it merged with the 200 and didn't go above that until right about here on 5/14. Anyway, we're now beginning to straighten out. The 50 is above the 200 and the 100, which are basically together. So you want to see more space here. You want to see a pop above this resistance area where we've had resistance with 4 touches of on the resistance level of about where is that? 1536, I believe, right? 1536 would be resistance, and we've touched it 4 times. We have a beautiful trend line that began on May 31st with 1, 2, 3, 4 touches at least. So we have a nice upward trend line meeting the resistance. Again, just like the picture in the Dow, something's got to give, and quick. So, and we're not going to have a diminishing range till we get zero movement on the rut. What we're going to have is a breakout, hopefully on Monday or Tuesday, to the upside, where we get a candle, a nice big green candle that will ultimately cross the 50, get on the correct side of the 50. In an idyllic case, we want the price of the equity to be above the 50 to be above the 100, and the 100 to be above the 200. And the Dow, we came closer to that. And the Dow, the price was just above the 50, which was just above the 100, which was considerably above the 200. So the Dow is actually a more bullish scenario than the RUT currently, but things to me look like they're changing. Finally, the 100 caught up to the 200, and the 50 is above that. So I think we're going to see a scenario where the price of the IWM, the price of the RUT, crosses the 50 and into it hovers above the 50. Maybe the 50 will become support, and the 100 will be above the 200. So I think we're heading towards a similar picture as the Dow, but again, we have to catch up. Hence, we have this nice upward trend line stemming back to 531. That's quite a few days already. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we've been in an upward trend for 11 days. Even though we closed down on Friday, no big deal. And unlike the Dow, we don't have a scary, ominous doji, that gravestone doji 5 days ago, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday. Right here, it is nowhere as bearish as the Dow candle. It's a little bearish, but it's green, and it's certainly not a doji. So I like the market from the perspective of the RUT even more than I like it from the perspective of the Dow. What would change my mind? Well, if we break below, yeah, it would take a lot to change my mind. We'd have to break below the low of 523, which is 1493. We would have to go down about 30 points more before I'm willing to say that we're back in the grips of a correction. And if that happens, we're likely to take out make a complete retrace and go lower than the low of 6.3. But this market looks strong to me. I really like the RUT. I'm feeling very bullish. Hopefully there's no craziness like a war in Iran or other global exogenous, what do you call it? External event that will upset the apple cart. Yeah, I mean, trade war talks escalating would do it. I mean, there's a lot of reasons why we may not get there, but just based on the chart, I like it. Like it a lot. I like the markets. Let's see about the SPX. Well, just like the Dow, we had an ominous looking gravestone doji, in fact, even more ominous on Monday. But clearly we're consolidating off a very steep rise. So in this period of consolidation, you might say is healthy. I hate that word, healthy little correction, but why not? I mean, it can't just go straight up like a rocket ship forever. It's got to come back down, test support, and then break out. And I think that's what's going to happen with the SPYs. I think we break out early in the week, and the same is true for the NASDAQ Composite. I didn't chart the NDX. I charted the broader NASDAQ Composite, and similar chart, however. So this would be pretty applicable to the Qs as well. And here we have support, clear support right about here at the lows, 77.74, something like that. So we have support at 1774, 77, where I'm getting tongue tied, 77.73. That doesn't seem right. What's wrong with that picture? 77.77. Yeah. The close is May 31st close, I'm looking at. Don't know how that happened. I got to update that in a hurry. All right, on Friday, of course, it was down 40 at 77.96. And we have the same picture. Just this number up here was confusing the hell out of me. Okay, so the low of 77.75, let's call it, is support. That is 77.75, 77.74. That area is support. And the only thing that would change my mind is a break below 76.78, the lows of 520. If that happens, we're in big danger of a complete reversal. So right now we're still in a bull market. We do have a low here and a high here, another lower low and somewhere down here, and another lower high would also be confirmation that we're in a short-term bear market. But right now, we're still in a bull market. And I expect that we're going to stay in that bull market. I expect that 77.75 level holds. And I think that we're going to take out the high of 611, which would really put confirmation into my statement of the bull market being very much alive, 79.09. So barring any of these black swan events, Dr. J's forecast is very, 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 very positive on the markets. Dr. J, thoughts on Geron, says DJ Meyer. DJ, I like imetelstat a lot. That's a lead drug, of course, the only drug. I think it has enormous potential. I think it's been mishandled up until now by management, but management is on the right track, getting much of the leadership on the trial from J&J, paying top dollar for that leadership, but that's fine. And it's going to take time, but I think the trials for these blood-borne leukemias are going to pay off down the road. It's a stock that you have to have patience. You have to look at a 2 to 3 year horizon minimum. And there's an excellent chance in my mind that it will pay dividends if you're patient enough to go through the trials and tribulations between now and then. So that's my feeling, DJ Meyer, on Geron. I did sell the remaining portion of Geron just for full disclosure. I no longer own any Geron, and that's only because I feel there's an opportunity loss. I feel there's other biotechs, maybe other techs, maybe other pot stocks that might be worth playing in the interim, with the perspective of coming back in somewhere down the road, even if I have to pay more for Geron than what I sold it at. So that's my perspective on Geron. I think it's not a great company, but it has a great drug. So that's really my point of view. Management, I thought, has been a little weak under the auspices of Dr. Scarlett. Less than inspiring Dr. Scarlett. Personality isn't there. I mean, he may be a brilliant doctor, but he doesn't convey that strong optimism. He doesn't convey that the feeling that management is really on top of things. That's just my opinion regarding Geron. I loved imetelstat's potential. It's got potential in so many areas. It's just a matter of the monies that it takes to do the trials. It's a crazy environment with this FDA. I wish things were better. There's so many promising drugs to fight cancer and other horrible diseases that are so difficult to put through trials and meet FDA regulations. The FDA has become the toughest of all the agencies to get approval of a drug. That's just my feelings in general about the biotech area. I love some of the concepts, some of the drugs, some of the companies, but I'm very frustrated by all the obstacles, it seems, that are put up for a company to get a drug all the way to approval, and the millions and millions that it costs, and the need to raise money constantly, and so on. So, it's a tough game playing biotechs. If you're a trader and you trade the dips and sell the rips, buy the dips, sell the rips, you can make out pretty good. But if you believe in a company, believe in its drug, and play it as a long-term investor, more often than not, you're going to take your lumps. That's just the nature of biotech, unfortunately. Occasionally, you hit a really good one that makes up for a lot of losing ones that never get to market. This has been Dr. J. Enjoying chatting with you guys. If you have any other questions, leave comments, and I will get back to you real soon on that. So write comments, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Tell your friends about me. So don't forget, the forecast is up, and that's what I hope you give me, is a thumbs up showing that you like the broadcast, you like my optimism, you like the fact that Dr. J is open, honest, and gives his honest opinion on everything. I have no advertisers. I'm not looking to make a dime on this vlog. I'm just looking to make good friends, get a good rapport going, get good questions and answers going, get good chats going, get a lot of comments. That's what I want out of this. I just want to have some fun. I want us to make money. All of us. I consider us a family. We have a lot of really astute followers that are steady on this broadcast. We have JD from Dallas, Texas, who likes IIPR. At least he told me to look at it. And I'm going to chart that later. And there's Greg, who likes AGRX, biotech. And there's Anthony, and who else? A bunch of people. Jigglypuff. Got some really good ideas. So this has been Dr. J, streaming live from Long Island, New York. Let me say sayonara, au revoir, arrivederci, shalom, ciao, hasta mañana. Actually, hasta luego, because I hope to see you soon. A tout à l'heure.